Hello everyone. Today in this tutorial we are going to discuss about WP Rocket. WP Rocket is one of the best casing plugin available for WordPress websites. Okay, so before we go deep into the plugin, first we have to know what does casing means and why do we have to use any casing plugin. I mean, what's the purpose of using a casing plugin? Casing is like a temporary data store. It means it saves the recent access data and recall it whenever you need it. For example, what is 3 plus 3? It's 6, right? We all know 3 plus 3 is 6. But how do we know that? Initially, we learned 3 plus 3 is 6. To learn that, we have spent a little bit of time. But now, if anyone asks you 3 plus 3, you just say 6 at the same time. It is because you don't have to learn it every single time. You just learn once, then you just recall what you know already. Casing also the same concept. The casing plugins, they do casing, not only the casing part, they do the casing optimization and performance and much more. We will discuss about them later on this video. Okay, so now what is WP Rocket? WP Rocket is a casing optimization performance plugin to improve your website's speed. WP Rocket is a premium plugin. Unfortunately, they don't offer free or trial version of this plugin to try before we actually buy. But still, they offer 14 days refund system, which means if you buy and if you don't like the plugin, you can get a refund within 14 days. Currently, they have 3 types of packages. The first one called single, and the second one plus, and the third one called infinite. The first one, the single, this will cost you $49, and this will allow you to use this plugin only in one website, and this will also give you 1 year support from their forum. And the second one called plus, this one costs $99, and this will also give you 1 year support, and this will allow you to use in 3 websites. And the last one, infinite, this one will cost you $249, but this will give you unlimited access to WP Rocket. That doesn't matter how many websites you are going to use this plugin, you are allowed to use. So this will be one of very great deal for the website developers who create websites for their clients. So they can just buy one time and they can use for lifetime. Okay, now why WP Rocket is one of the best casing plugin? Well, there are many reasons. For the beginning, it integrates with all the new features available in WordPress, I mean in the term of performance, like optimizing the images and minifying HTML and CSS code, also the JavaScripts. And also it is very easy to use, very easy to understand. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand the system of this plugin. It is really easy to use, and there are much more benefits and the reasons why it's one of the best plugin available. Most importantly, you don't have to have any knowledge in coding to use this plugin. This plugin do all the coding works for you. You just have to select the options whatever you want.
Okay, so this is one of a website. Currently I'm working for one of my clients. So we will install WP Rocket in this website, then we will check how it works, how it improves the site performance and everything. We'll check everything one by one, but before that we will check what's the current speed status and what's the current speed score we are getting from Google page test. Okay, so first I'll go to Google test page. I'll copy this URL and add it in here, and we'll analyze. Actually, I'm using a theme and a page builder in this website, so it can be a little heavier. It may take a few seconds to do this testing. Let's see. So now we are getting 51. This is the current score we are getting from developers.google.com, the page speed test. So here are the complete detail, what are the things we have to improve and everything. So okay, so this is the current result what we are getting for this website. So now what we are going to do, we will install WP Rocket in this website, then we will compare what we'll get. So I'm not going to close this this page, I'll keep this like this so we can compare after we made the changes using WP Rocket. Okay, so I go to backend and I go to the plugin and add new and upload plugin, and here goes browser. I think it's in my desktop. Yeah, here it is. Open and install. Okay, here it is. It's completely installed. So successfully installed. Now we all have to do just activate the plugin. Okay, so now the plugin has activated successfully. Let's check where it is. Where it is. Okay, here it is. So WP Rocket is installed now. So now actually we didn't do anything, we just installed the plugin, that's all what we did. So just do the testing again. Okay, so now as you can see already I got 77. It was 51, now it is 77. Actually I didn't do anything, we have installed and activated the plugin. So the automatic caching system did the rest of the work and it increases the speed by 26, which is a great amount of speed. Okay, let's make some more changes and try to check the speed again. So when you go to WP Rocket, there are many options that gives you more possible ways to speed up your site. So here's the dashboard of the plugin. Now I'll go to the cache. Okay, here it is. So the cache already enabled for the mobile devices by automatic. You can do the rest of the settings as you wish. So here everything looks okay. This is just the time of when it has to be clear the cache automatically. So by default it will be always 10 hours. You can change it by minutes or days or change whatever you like. 10 hours will be okay for me, so I just keep it like that. So now I'll go to file optimization. Okay, so in file optimization, here you can see the minify HTML and CSS and JavaScript as well. So this is one of the most important thing to make your site even more speed, but you have to be very careful when you're handling with this minifying any kind of code, even is it HTML or CSS or JavaScript, because if there is any mistakes in this, your site can be broken. I mean, you cannot do any mistakes in the settings or the option here, but because there are some themes, even in their documentation they mentioned that you should not minify some of the specific codes or the code file. For an example, this is a documentation from one of a famous theme from ThemeForest. As you can see here, they mention here we should not minify these codes. This all has to be excluded as is mentioned here. So always you have to be careful when you minify the HTML, CSS or the JavaScript. This can even break your theme and your site. So before you do any kind of minification in the code, you have to contact your theme's author or read the documentation from the theme and make sure there is nothing to exclude, or if there is any, make sure to do that as well. Otherwise it can break your site. But this is one of the most important thing to make your site even faster. So I minify the HTML and I'll go to CSS as well. Yeah, as you can see, it's already give a notification when you try to do it, just like I said. I can even combine the CSS so I can make it a little more faster. and I minify the JavaScript as well. See here also you can see the same message. So here we can add the specific script file or the code which we have to exclude from minifying. For an example, I'm using the same theme here, so I just copy this, just copy that and paste it here. So this full JS file will be not minified. Okay, so now I'll move to the media section and I'll enable for images, which will optimize the images, which will help a lot to load our site faster. Okay, so I'll make the set changes. Okay, so far we have completed the caching, file optimization and media. So actually these three are the most important and most useful things and the basic things to do to speed up our website, and rest of the section will also help us to improve our site performance, but some of them will be little too advantage, but still we can go some of them. Okay, so far as we have done the setting for the case, file optimization and media, let's check what the result we are going to get now. So I just refresh here. Let's see if the site load faster than how it was before. Okay, so the page got refreshed and I'm going down and the pages are coming as it has to be. Okay, so it seems a little faster than how it was before. So I'll check the speed test again. So initially we got 51 score when we checked before we installed the plugin, and after we installed we got 77, and now we have made some changes and let's see the result now. So we go here and copy the URL. Just check it here. I hope to get a little more than 80. So actually we got 71, which is less than what we got originally after we installed the plugin. It is not because of the caching plugins issue. Actually, the theme I am using, they have their own performance system. For an example, I show you what it is. Just go to the theme options from the theme I'm using. As it here, when we go down, here's the performance. Actually, some of the themes don't have this kind of performance things, but in this theme we have these themes. Okay, see, as you can see here, they call it adaptive image. This will already optimize the images without using any caching plugin. Not only that, they have some more options here. So I don't want to go so much deep into this, as we are now talking about WP Rocket, not about this theme. So yeah, so that's the reason we are getting less performance here after we activate image optimization. It is also mentioned in their documentation, somewhere in their documentation here. Yeah, see, even you can see here, they said use a plugin, in the bracket they mentioned WP Rocket. You can see this kind of thing in most of the famous themes, the well-built teams, because WP Rocket is one of the best caching plugin. Also, it is compatible with most of the plugins. Sorry, most of the plugins and most of the themes. So there are many themes. They recommend WP Rocket to use it as a caching plugin. Okay, so where it is? Okay, here they have mentioned about the performance and adaptive image options and everything. So as I'm using the same plugin, that's why I'm getting the low results after I optimize the images from WP Rocket. I'll go to the setting, one second. Rocket and setting. Okay, here's the dashboard. So yeah, so originally it was just 51 and now it is 71. So we got almost 20% up. It's a good result. So still we can optimize little more, but as I'm using this theme, it has its own performance. So make some changes from the theme options to make WP Rocket work even better with this theme. So I don't want to go so deep into that as it is more related to the theme than the WP Rocket. So these are the basic and more important steps from WP Rocket. So as I have already mentioned, there are many themes such as WP Rocket as they are suggested casing plugin. And also there is another one of the famous theme called Astra. They also suggest WP Rocket as their suggested web caching plugin. Also, as you can see here, yeah, it is here. They made a test without WP Rocket. They got the score as here 90 and 69, and the load time and the page size request everything here. So you can compare from that and this. This is what they got after they install the WP Rocket and make the changes. See, as you can see here, it's 99%. I don't think even Yahoo or Google get this much. This is one of the best. Yeah, so these are the difference you can see from this one and to this one. So you can see how much it got speed up and the pages size got less and the request got less. Everything seems great. So yeah, so that's all basic what we have to know about WP Rocket, and there are much more to know. So if you want, you can go to the tutorials in here and you can learn much more about WP Rocket from the videos provided by WP Rocket plugin. As WP Rocket is a premium plugin, you can get support from their support team for 1 year, so you can ask any question to them. Also, they are well documented plugin, so you can find many useful tips and question and answer in their documentation. I'll show you some of them. For example, let's type here wprocket.com. You can see how fast their site is loading. Okay, so actually you may notice that when I'm opening any sites or page, you may feel like it is little slow. It is not because of the internet or the website. It is because I'm recording and making all the videos in the same laptop, so sometimes I get a little time to load everything. Okay, so okay, here are the documentation. You can get the documentation. Okay, here's the documentation. So here you can check anything you want. For an example, I just type optimization. Okay, here it is in the suggestion already. So optimize CSS delivery. So here are the titles, and you can just click and check whatever you need to know. So yes, they have very well documented, and they have videos as I showed you here. Yes, so those are the all basics and good enough information to know what is WP Rocket and how to use it and how it get speed up your site. So I hope you all enjoy our video in this tutorial.
Hope you like the video. Thanks for watching.